drugs, alcohol, addiction, recovery. Don't worry, you didn't just tune into an after-school special, and there's no surprise intervention today. Recovery culture is one of the most unique, funny, supportive, and honest communities I've ever been a part of. Imagine a group of people who introduce themselves by admitting their worst decisions, and then everybody claps in support. Beyond the humor, though, recovery is a community built around accountability, growth, and learning how to live without escaping from it. It's completely changed the way I see people, relationships, and most importantly, myself. One major part of recovery culture is honesty and shared experience. In recovery communities, people talk openly about things most people try to hide from, like addiction, trauma, relapse, shame, and mental health struggles. At first, it can seem overwhelming because everybody is extremely blunt. You can walk into a meeting and literally hear someone say, "I once traded my microwave for drugs," and someone else will respond, "Only a microwave? Rookie." The humor is dark, but it helps the people survive difficult experiences. Another important part of the culture is support and accountability. People encourage each other to stay sober, attend meetings, call their sponsors, and work on themselves daily. Recovery culture teaches that healing is not something you do completely alone. Another aspect of recovery culture is the lifestyle and traditions that come along with it. Recovery has its own language, routines, and even social rules. There are sayings like, "one day at a time, keep coming back, and play the tape forward," which basically means stop romanticizing the bad decisions before you end up crying in a gas station parking lot alone at 2 a.m. There are also chips and key tags people receive for clean time and milestones. It may just seem like a tiny piece of plastic coin to other people, but to someone in recovery, that little coin can represent surviving the hardest year of their lives. What about recovery culture is unique is that people celebrate things that most communities overlook. In recovery, people cheer because someone made it through a bad breakup, sober, paid their bills on time, or finally learned how to sit with their emotions instead of running from them. The reason this culture is so important to me is because it completely changed my life and the way I connect with everyone around me. Before recovery, I honestly thought vulnerability made people weak. I thought asking for help meant failure. But recovery culture has taught me that some of the strongest people are the ones willing to admit when they're wrong and when they need help. I remember walking into early recovery feeling uncomfortable in my own skin, guarded and convinced that I didn't belong there. Then someone walked up to me, handed me a horrible cup of coffee in a styrofoam cup, and said, "You're gonna be okay, and we're gonna love you until you learn to love yourself." The crazy thing is, I believed them. And over time, recovery gave me a purpose, community, and eventually a career helping other people. It taught me that people are capable of changing, even after making huge mistakes, and I have made my share. Honestly, honesty, hearing people laugh together about surviving some of the darkest moments that a human can survive is one of the most significant human experiences I've ever had. So in short, addiction recovery culture is more than just staying sober. It's a community built on honesty, accountability, humor, resilience, and support. It may seem unconventional from the outside, but it creates a connection in a world where people often feel isolated and misunderstood. Recovery culture has taught me how to help others and how to keep growing one day at a time. And if nothing else, it's taught me to accept the horrible cup of coffee.